All right, so we're here at what at first blush looks to be a soccer field, just a regular old soccer field. However, you begin to see some strange things. For example, right here is an old cannon that's kind of thrown on the floor, on the ground. And then you see some old walls, one there and then one on the other side. And you begin to realize that what you're dealing with is an actual fort that existed back in the 18th and 19th centuries, and commanded the bay. So looking across the bay, any ships that came into San Luis would have to come under the gun of this fort. And these and my son and I came up here one time, and we spent some time here counting all the cannons that we found just scattered all over the place, and we found 13 that day. And I don't know if we got all of them. We looked and went into the weeds, and we ended up finding 13 cannons. So a couple of my friends, they're right here, and they found another one here. So we're going to go over and look at it. This for me is one of the most interesting places in the whole island. That's where these cannon are. Yep, here's one, and this one's actually been moved because it wasn't. I don't think it was like this last time I was here. But now this one has something interesting here. It says it has written on it Sheffield Park. Now I don't know. This could be just vandalism afterwards, but it could be that this is and I haven't looked it up, but it could be that this was a cannon that was made in England. Portugal and England, this belonged to Portugal obviously. Portugal and England had a long standing alliance, so it's very possible that England would have received cannons from Portugal. Esse canhão parece mais novo do que aqueles que a gente viu.
Parece,
é, mais conservado também.
Ele parece mais atual.
É. Saying there's a fort on the other side over in San Luis that has some cannons, but these ones, even though they're thrown out to the elements, these ones appear to be a little newer and to be better conserved. So, but the fact that they're just thrown here, to me, is a historical crime. You look out across the soccer field and you can see that little section right there is a section of what was the fort. Now it's being used as a changing room for the soccer players that come and play here. Ah, yes. And here's a booth. This is another something written in English. Booth and Company. Booth e companhia, né? E esse símbolo aí é I, né?
Ah, ok.
Então é bem provável, o que eu estou vendo, it's very probable that these cannons were made in England and sold to Portugal. Muito provável que esses foram feitos na Inglaterra e vendidos para Portugal. Eu acho. E lá vai Pastor Francivaldo. There goes my co-pastor Francivaldo up to the top. And I'm going to follow him here in a minute. We're going to go up there and get the view, the great overall view. Getting up here is a little tricky. Getting down is even trickier. Ah. Let's see if I can do this and stay in one piece. There we go. Not that bad. All right, and we're up here, and so you can see even some more cannon that are spread out on the ground. Now this is new. Someone has come since I was here last and put rocks underneath to kind of pull them up from the ground, so that's nice. At least someone's paying attention, but it'd be great if they would preserve this area and set it up as a fort. And you're looking across, and you can see across the bay. Whoa, ho, ho. See across the bay, and that's the city of San Luis that you're looking at over there. And you can see how any boats that would come in through here would fall under the watchful eye of this fort. And they would have these cannons sitting up here, and these are long range cannons that could shoot and hit the boats that were coming in. And This was very important because these coastal cities, there was always a threat, even of either pirates or the city of St. Louis came under attack at least once during its history from the Dutch, and actually was conquered by the Dutch. And the Dutch stayed for like a year or so before the Portuguese drove them out again. So defense was a very important thing back then, and so this fort existed for that defense. Now obviously it's used for a soccer field, so which I think is a horrible shame. If I had anything to do with it, they would take the soccer field out and at least preserve what they have here, the cannons and the towers, and try to replicate the fort for historical purposes. But that's just me. And unfortunately, nobody has asked my opinion. All right, now I'm going to try to get back down, which is a little harder than getting back up. So let's see what we can do here. Down through that hole there. Oh, you know what? I never took any pictures, and we've got to take pictures. A couple pictures.